What's up, guys? Another Duttles cast today. Looks like we're going to be hopping into Game 4 of the CTL Season 16, Week 1, BornGosu versus Formless Bearsloths match. Let's hop right in, get this going. In our bottom right corner, we have our BornGosu players spawning in the orange. This is Treetop. In the top left, our Formless Bearsloths representative, it is the purple Terran, Biscuits. This is a diamond game today, so it's going to be, I think actually, this is diamond. So it's going to be the highest skill game I've casted yet for CTL Season 16. So let's see how this goes. Again, I don't really know how the results of these games fare. They are posted, but I intentionally didn't look at the individual ones, just so I could be a little bit more surprised on the results, and I try to minimize even the length of time the games take, so I prefer to be a little bit more surprised. Looks like nothing too crazy happening. Zerg is looking like it's probably going to be a hatch first, yep. Because we didn't have any gas or spawning pool, so nothing crazy or cheesy. Terran looking pretty standard so far. We did have a gas early, so it's probably going to have some Reapers popping out of this bad boy early on. This would be my best guess. Maybe a factory quickly afterward, just to maybe throw some Hellion pressure or something along those lines. Maybe a Cyclone out early. I think all the Terran players love those Cyclones these days. Overlord seems to be going out to a nice little area, probably in high ground somewhere in this general area. I don't really know in Abyssal Reef where the Overlords go. It's always fun to watch that and learn whenever I say it out loud. It's beauty of casting. You never realize how little you know until you start actually casting the games and try and make information off of it and try to make calls. And I think it's interesting. It's helpful for me, so I hope it's helpful for y'all as well. Learning from my lack of knowledge. Anybody, if this is your first video of mine to tune into, first off, sorry about the terrible quality and all the nonsense. I'm not exactly the most on-the-fly caster. However, what I'm doing right now is I play for Formless Bearsloths. I'm trying to cast the games for the Chobo Team League matches for Season 16 that we're in right now. It's a lot of fun for me. Hopefully it's been a lot of fun for a couple of other players as well. Also, I just want to kind of get everybody on my team and the players that we're going against some of the screen time they deserve, and it's something they can watch their own matches and with a third party input involved. Treetop looking like he's getting his Zergling speed out. And a couple Zerglings going to be going across the map here soon. He's scouted, hey, we have Spool, we have Hatch, so he knows that it's not going to be crazy early aggression. This Rock's pissing this Reaper off pretty bad earlier. I heard him making fun of his best friend, Charlie. He's an SCV, and saying, oh, Charlie didn't go to school, so he couldn't be a Reaper like you, and he's all like, you don't even belong! Pretty ridiculous little situation happening there. But in other news, he knows that there's not going to be too many crazy Zerglings coming out too early. So I think more than Reaper would be necessary for these Zerglings out right now. So just have six kills of Reaper with 2 Hellions. That'll probably be okay. Pretty easy to handle. A little bit of micro, that'll be fine. Another Queen coming in just for some defense. If any of you don't know, it's against Hellion pressure. Queens just destroy Hellions, but Hellions destroy everything else in the map right now. I don't know what the actual damage or how many shots it takes to kill drones, but I know it's not very many with the barbecue effect that people like to enjoy talking about. I've seen numerous streamers and Terran players just go barbecue and start laughing hilariously as they get a Hellion into a mineral line, and it's devastating, so those queens are pretty important. So the more queens, the merrier if I was a Zerg player. Yeah, definitely a lot of Hellions out early for Biscuits. Let's see how, and looks like we also have some Banshee and Big Quote coming down. So this could be a very heavy harass build, something that's going to start off just as an eco stomper. Probably not game-ending army supply, but definitely, if not handled correctly, this could be very harmful to the Zerg's economy, especially with just Zerglings, which, honestly, I think these Hellions could handle the Zerglings pretty easily. Maybe eight Hellions 12 Zerglings, yeah, I'd put my money on the Hellions. Not with the Queens involved in the fight, though. That might be a different story. Reaper coming out at the almost 5-minute mark. It's a little late, but I mean, it's probably just like some information scouting. Instant surround from our Zerg player, so no information seen that he didn't already know about, except, hey, he has units now. Crazy amount of drones going in, heavy droning up, especially with that. How much vision does he have of him right now? He doesn't really know the army supply, or, I mean, he kind of knows the composition, so he knows what he could be up against, but knowing there's that many Hellions out, with these Queens, that's, you could fight it, but I don't know, I'd be a little more worried. I wouldn't be droning out quite as heavily, but it looks like that's okay, even though we do have the Hellions coming out on the right side. Let's see just how much damage they're able to do, especially with the Banshees following up. A lot more Hellions and Marines coming in too. This might be actually be an all-in, but with these Queens in a pretty good position against this right now, I think that the Banshees should be able to clean up the Queens. With this many Hellions, I wouldn't be so worried about that many Queens. This could be very deadly. Spore Crawler's here to actually uncloak those Banshees, so the cloaking doesn't help out too much. But now that these are Hellbats, totally kind of a different game here. This third is almost certainly going down. 26 Zerglings coming up right now. Will that be enough to clear this out? It might be. However, if there's a Banshees, Banshees died. Where'd they go? Am I missing something? Those 5 units. Well, I'm not sure where the Banshees went. They could have died. Spore Crawler could have easily taken them out, I'm assuming, but nevertheless, that was a pretty good little third base snipe. Raven coming out as well, and more Hellions, man. So he's loving this Hellbat and Hellion pressure. That's pretty fun stuff. So with that third down, he's able to expand and take his third much easier, much more safely, because he knows that he's going to be a little bit behind here. But the response from Treetop is actually getting a fourth as well. Very interesting pick. I guess if you lose one base, it's like the Hydra game here. Lose one base, spawn another head. Why not? Raven coming in can look like a little bit more harassment. I don't know how many units have been actually killed here. So looking at our army supply, 54 to 43 can be a pretty devastating blow despite these spine crawlers up front. Especially with these guys in the background, just being able to take out 1, 2. How many guys have killed so far? 5. Looks like it's just gonna be 5 workers, but 5 workers is a lot. You don't want to overuse energy from what I've seen on these guys for harassment, unless that's their sole purpose. That's all you want to use them for. Because in a fight, they're very useful, but if all their energy's gone, the Zerg player can take advantage of that, knowing how much money you spend on this, and punish that immediately. But if you keep on getting 5 workers harassed like that, that's pretty good. 50 energy, so yeah, it takes 100 energy for that. I don't really know what the math is per gas spent and everything there. Never do math on stream, guys. A lot more production going on, even more Hellions. Tank looks like we're going to have a pretty heavy mech play. A couple Marines coming out as well. Against Roaches and just looking Roach and Ravager build coming out. Got our plus 1 to Gile. What is that? Gile Reconstitution. These Zerg upgrades are so weird, oddly named. Overlord looking like he's probably able to get taken out. Yeah, pretty scary little mech army here. I wouldn't want to fight that. Oh, Thor! I don't know how I missed that. Thor out on the field as well. Thor is here. All the casters always, I think, anytime Thor comes out, you have to do your best "Thor's here" impression, and mine came out a little different than I think most people's in the past have. So we're looking at going to take out these rocks for easy access into the 5th base that isn't here. But also it gives you a little bit, I guess, more access to the high ground over this, and that can be pretty devastating. Knocking some creep. Hellbat's coming out, and they have like the blue flames and the red flames as an upgrade as well. Siege tanks sieging up, or unsieging to siege up a little bit closer to a new position. there's a lot of Hydras and a lot of Roaches coming into this other side. I don't know if I don't know if he has the kind of pounding damage to get through all these. Even with the siege tanks, those 2 siege tanks up top, those could take it out immediately. These Ravens pretty important, but I don't know if these Hellbats are going to be able to do enough damage to take out this army. This army's looking kind of scary. Numbers-wise, the numbers game is definitely in Biscuits' favor, but I don't know. Roach Ravager, if you do the micro correctly, that can knock out the bulk of this army just based on what the composition does. Maybe these Marines should be a little bit more up front, even though the Hellbats would be a little tankier. That might be able to take this out, but at the same time, this 4th base is going to be taken out, but I don't know how much it matters, because this is still not even completely saturated yet. This guy's just now saturated all the way, and even though it's already mined out a little bit. You know, not much going on in the first either, but okay, another engagement coming in. Looks like we're able to snipe out a lot more. Hydra's just doing so much damage to these units. Hellbat's probably not even able to get close enough. These Marines are devastating towards this army. It should be able to clear up the rest of it, but at what cost? That our units lost here, it's about equal. You know, it's almost, it's neck and neck, but these reinforcements come in, we're going to clean this up immediately, and what else do we have on the field? Army supply very heavily favoring our Zerg player now, and his economy has just been up a little bit longer. We do have a 4th going down, but the worst thing to happen after you lose an attack is expand sometimes. Even though, yeah, it's good to have that economy, but you just don't have the resources for, well, by 3/4 he has 3K in the bank, but sometimes it's just a lot harder to get that army supply back up whenever you're expanding behind it. But actually, in this case, please, putting my foot in my mouth, because you have plenty, please expand, yeah. But it looks like it's a little too late. Almost all these workers are going to get cleaned up if he doesn't respond fast enough. The 4th is certainly going down. I have reinforcements coming in the side of it, and reaction coming in, just a few tanks and some Marines right now. Hellions coming up on the high ground as well. Hopefully these workers are going to be able to get out. These mules just wasted energy at this point. Not sure how many minerals they were able to get out before they came out. But 2-pronged attack happening. Fortunately, those siege tanks are in a pretty good spot. Being able to knock out the high ground and the low grounds. This is actually a very money spot as long as you have vision up on top. I was able to make a 2-prong aggression, just pretty much defended by the same what, 4 siege tanks. Well played, Biscuits. Good job. It's a very good decision. Zerg now still kind of having 2 separate armies. Those mules get caught off track. Moving into the high ground is a pretty smart move, especially with this guy taking out. Good hit. These siege tanks are both getting taken out immediately. Those Hydras are going to tear them apart. Probably a missed rally there. You don't want them there. You want to get them out. These tanks here are still probably going to be able to help clean that up a lot and defend it, but what is he going to make behind it? I feel like with the amount of minerals he's floating right now, both players heavily floating, but only 85 army supply with this much money. I mean, you want to be at least adding your production up. I mean, have another command center being built, that's good, but I mean, you need probably, 4 factories is a lot, but how much are they actually producing? Now, there we go, we have 4 more tanks coming. I don't know how just a full tank army is. But then again, I don't really know mech play that much. But I feel like a bio army would probably be pretty strong against this as well. Just you know, Marine Marauders with some medivacs behind it. And I mean, I guess once you commit mech, you don't. It's pretty hard to transition out. Oh no! Okay, I was about to say those Hydras going in the top high ground there are going to just clean up so many workers. That would have been devastating if we didn't get that scan in. And pull that away. Looks like we're just turtled up right now. The Zerg's home looks like another expansion happened. That 5th that I was talking about before is now there. Probably a little bit of a standoff right now. So how's everybody doing? You guys feeling good? Feeling okay? I mean, this isn't even a live stream, so I don't know who I'm talking to. But I hope people watching the YouTube video are probably like, I'm good, Duttles. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. You're a good guy, Duttles. I'm like, yeah, you too, random viewer. These tanks still doing some damage. Looks like he's able to like slowly move up the gauntlet, keeping those Hydras at bay. Vipers coming in. Those are definitely going to be great against these siege tanks because he's going to pull them right into this Hydra death ball. A couple Roach mixed in as well, and just pretty much they'll be evaporated from their Terran, little Terran existence as soon as they get pulled in. So if he has nothing to respond to that, I'd say that's what some Marines would probably come in handy. Look at this couple Hellions came in. I didn't see where those came from. Doing minimal damage, it looks like, to probably the wrong units to be attacking as a hatchery. You want to get in there with the drones. Doing a lot of damage, getting 3 kills in there. His friend got a couple in there as well, so not a terrible attack. Especially got the army pulled back, so able to move up the gauntlet a little bit more. He probably wants a siege up. He wants siege up. Oh no! A little late. These guys might be better off as Hellbats, but so many tanks. so he's gonna be able to do so much damage. Doesn't even need to siege him up. He's just pulling him in. Oh man, that would just. I wonder how many shots it would take to kill this whole army with that many tanks. It's maybe like one or two volleys of siege tank explosion. Oh my goodness. Well, he knows where it is. I'm surprised he didn't, after that scan, siege up and probably take a couple shots off right there. Hopefully he has another scan, a little bit more energy to do that again. Looks like he's just moving the gauntlet up inside, though. I don't know if he actually think the actual term for this is gauntlet. But the Viper's coming in. Blinding Cloud going to be able to shut down these defenses for the most part. He's going to be able to take out a lot of these. More Blinding Cloud coming in. What a great response. I was expecting, I don't know why, it's pretty standard for Blinding Cloud to be used against siege tanks, but I was expecting them to kind of just, what's it called when they pull them in? No, not consume. I don't know what it's called, y'all. Whenever they just use their thingy and launch them into, like, you know, their own particular defensive line, and make it useless for instance. Anyway, pretty interesting game. I mean, like, it's kind of hard to respond to this unless you were to go, I guess, Mutalisks might be pretty good against nothing but siege tanks. Actually, that's probably the only response I would have thought of. Viper's also a pretty good choice. He's able to take out this, what is this, the fourth and a half base, but Hydra's still being able to just come on in and soak these up. Only 4 tanks left on the front line here. Those are good as gone. You can move right into it, not even worry about it so much. We do have Vikings coming in. More here. Couple more siege tanks back here. Hellbats. Corruptor coming in for a quick scan. Those Thors could probably knock that out immediately if they just stopped. Vikings do the job for it. There. That's what I was talking about. There we go. There we go. Some more of those. Thor being able to get taken out pretty quick there as well. I don't know if. I don't know how hopeful this is for Terran right now. I mean, he had a really good push out. There's a lot of tanks, but the Zerg player was definitely anticipating it. This, 18th base from a Terran player is probably going to be taken out. I don't know if he got the cancel there or not, but all these workers, he's got to get him out. I don't know his reaction time. My mental fatigue is even there as well. I'm not even able to speak, so I can understand why you would not want to. They wouldn't be able to rally those correctly and get them off, but all the workers coming in to attack as well, but they're just getting slaughtered, especially with these 2-3 upgrades, 3-2 upgrades. So much damage from these Hydralisks. Even with all this splash damage, it looks like he's going to be able to clean out the majority of this, but the siege tanks are gone. The Thors are able to just, punch these Hydralisks in the face with their bullets. He's going to be able to clean that up, but with the constant flow of reinforcements as Zerg does best, that would probably be able to get taken care of. One single Broodlord on the field. Just one? One Broodlord? Okay. Pretty interesting choice. Probably can get taken out pretty quick by the Thor as long as they have vision on it. They'll be able to punch that Broodlord in the face with their more rockety looking bullets. Man, it's been a pretty good game. Pretty even trades. So even whenever you think all hope is lost, these Thors really cleaned it up more so than I thought they would be able to. Which reminds me, whenever I play Terran and they have fully upgraded armor, or fully upgraded face-punching bullets, I should not fight them like that. A couple Infestors moving out on their lonesome. Not sure where they plan on going. Maybe they're just going to the store really quick down here. I heard there's a really good market in these little crystal mushroom things. Probably really delicious, and I'm sure that's what Infestors would like to eat. Besides the souls of Hellions and Vikings, and maybe some SCVs. He might like to eat those too. I don't really know what Zerg eats. I don't really go into that in the game. What does Protoss eat, by the way? Do they just eat crystals? Since they're all connected to some, they're all connected through their haircut, so they just eat what somebody else is eating. Like when somebody else eats a crystal, or they're like, hey, this is a good crystal, Tom. And they're like, hey, thanks, Jeff. Yeah, I made it myself. I have a probe in the back, and he cooks all my crystals for me. I don't know. I think it's warp food directly in their stomachs. I don't know. Zergs, I guess actually they might have gone into that. Zergs just eat other Zergs in the primal Zerg sense, anyway. Terrans just drink scotch. That's all it's ever shown them do, is just drinking bourbon, actually. Okay, we have another transaction here going on. Infestors throwing in... It's Infested Marines was the option for those Infestors, so it's an interesting pick. Pretty much the on-ground Raven, if you will. Thor's cleaned those up almost immediately. This is looking like an okay, considering how few units and how late in the game it is, this is an okay trades happening again. This gets making short work of some of these Zerg units. I don't really know what we have in production. It's 18 roaches, certainly going to do the trick there, especially these corruptors in the field turning into brood lords. That's pretty good, pretty solid. Some Hellbats coming in on the bottom side of this little double prong attack. A little late. These roaches going to clean up that top side immediately. Hydra's going down. Hellbats really good against Hydras. Roaches, though, probably a little bit more of a problem for these Hellbats, but the Thors and the Siege Tanks should be able to clean those up relatively quick. As long as they have some reinforcements coming in and you keep just pushing this in, maybe not necessarily streamlining it, but having a couple of units here and there come in and help fight this, you might be able to do something. But the Thor is going to be, if they take out this Thor, they're going to be absolutely helpless against these brood lords. Some ghosts on the field are probably pretty good. More Thors? I mean, there's nothing wrong with more Thors, right? The Siege Tanks coming in, they're just going to get taken out right away. Poor guys, I hear you! He's going down. I feel bad about that for those guys. Vikings coming in will be able to deal with it as well. It's obviously a good pick, but with some Hydras in there in the fight too, they may not even get close enough to fight the Brood Lords, especially the Hydras being able to take out the Siege Tanks rather quickly. I don't know what army he has coming that's going to be able to take care of this besides just more Vikings, but against these Hydras too, it's not gonna be able to do it. I'm not gonna go early enough and call this as a GG, but it's looking like it's leaning towards the Zerg player right now. 88 army supply to 20. Our units lost right now is still actually heavy. He's favoring, I guess with whatever numbers are this high. It's only 2,000 more towards the Terran player, but in the Zerg's favor against the Terran player. Plenty of expansion on the economy still seems to be pretty good. Almost no minerals being mined. I'm sorry, is that no... Oh yeah, no minerals, no gas being taken from our Terran player at all right now. That's interesting. Sorry, I'm missing another engagement. We're getting our 5th base taken out? This is the 4th base for the Terran player being taken right now. The 3rd has been mined out. GG called out. That was the 3rd, I apologize. GG's being called out from both players. So we have some GM and there instead of the BM, and it looks like our BornGosu Treetop, he takes the game. Thank you all so much. Again, I'm going to be posting the links for Chobo Team League and my Twitch and all that nonsense in the description. So please feel free to give me some feedback. Say hello. Tell me how you're feeling in the comments. Say, hey, Duttles, you suck. I mean, you can say it. It's your country. Yeah, depending on what country you're from, I don't even care. It might be free. Hope it's free. You probably have internet. Gotta be free. Anyway, y'all have a phenomenal day, and I'm probably going to keep on casting, so y'all keep on watching.